If you're 55 to 75 years old, don't let life pass you by. As we age, we face a question many of us never expected to ask ourselves: what really matters now? You've lived through decades of change, growth, and no shortage of challenges. You've worked hard, raised families, and built careers, all the while striving to meet the milestones society set for you. But now, as you enter the later chapters of your life, it's time to ask yourself, what's truly worth your time and energy? This might sound a bit surprising, but I believe the key to fulfillment in these years isn't about doing more. No, it's about doing less. I know, it might seem counterintuitive in a world that constantly tells us we need more. More work. More engagement. More productivity. The truth is, we've spent our lives doing more, working harder, achieving more, accumulating wealth, and chasing the things that the world tells us we need to be happy. But what happens when we hit our 50s, 60s, and 70s? We start to realize that the pursuit of more may not be as fulfilling as we thought. What if, instead of doing more, we started doing less? What I'm proposing isn't about giving up or resigning from life. No. It's about choosing carefully where to invest your energy and time. As you get older, you start to see time as your most precious asset. Success, as defined by the world, has often been about working hard to accumulate wealth, gain status, and check off achievements. But now, as you reflect, it might be time to redefine what success means. For many of us, we were taught that happiness comes from what we accumulate: wealth, possessions, career accomplishments. But as we age, it becomes clearer that happiness isn't something you can buy or earn through work alone. Happiness comes from focusing on what truly brings you joy. Ask yourself, what do you want less of in your life? Less stress? Less obligation? Less noise? The freedom from endless commitments is what many of us long for, and as we age, we realize that this freedom is the key to lasting happiness. Evaluating value, time over money. Now, let's dig into a crucial point: time. In a society where money is often equated with value, we sometimes forget that money isn't the only currency we've been spending. Most of our lives have been spent saving, planning, and striving for the future, but now that we're here, what is the real measure of value? When you're in your 60s, 70s, or 80s, you start to think less about the size of your bank account and more about the time you have left. The simple act of spending time with loved ones or enjoying small, meaningful moments becomes infinitely more valuable than any paycheck. It's not that money doesn't matter, it certainly does, especially when it provides security and stability. But when your basic needs are met, adding more zeros to your bank account doesn't add more happiness. What really matters now is how you choose to spend your time. That's the currency that truly matters. Time, once spent, can never be reclaimed, and now, more than ever, it's worth investing wisely. Less work, more life. If you've been working for most of your life, it's time to ask yourself, what can I let go of now? For so many of us, work has been the focal point of our existence. But what happens when you step back from that grind? Life after work offers a whole new world of freedom. A freedom to choose how to spend your days. Maybe you've retired, or maybe you're considering it. Either way, this is a perfect time to reconsider your relationship with work. We've been conditioned to believe that hard work equals success and happiness, but more work doesn't necessarily lead to a more fulfilled life. In fact, for many, it takes us away from what truly matters. So, what would it look like to have less work and more life? For some, it means spending more time outdoors, taking those long, quiet walks in nature. For others, it might mean rediscovering forgotten hobbies or exploring new interests. You have the freedom to make those choices. You've earned it. Living on your own terms, subtract, don't add. At this stage in life, one of the most empowering things you can do is subtract rather than add. Society often tells us that the solution to life's challenges is to accumulate more things, more commitments, more achievements. But the real answer might just be the opposite, less. Take a moment to reflect on your life and think about all the things that demand your time and energy. Which of these things truly add value? And which ones are simply habits or societal expectations that no longer serve you? Realizing that you don't have to do it all is liberating. You don't have to fill every moment with tasks and obligations. Simplifying your life and removing unnecessary distractions allows you to make room for the things that truly matter. It's about learning the power of saying no to things that don't contribute to your well-being, so you can say yes to the things that truly bring you joy and fulfillment. The joy of simple pleasures, rediscovering what matters. The older I get, the more I realize that joy isn't found in possessions or status, it's found in the simplest things. A quiet cup of coffee, the sound of birds singing in the morning, or a walk in the park. These are the things that fill your heart with peace, and they cost nothing. Yet, they bring you more joy than any material wealth ever could. We live in a world that's obsessed with accumulating more stuff, more achievements, more validation. But as we age, we start to find that joy actually comes from less. Less distraction, less noise, and less pressure. We find happiness in the quiet moments and in the small pleasures that we may have overlooked when we were younger. So, what are those simple things that truly bring you joy? Is it a conversation with an old friend? A quiet evening with a book? Whatever it is, make time for it. Those are the moments that matter the most. Freedom from the opinions of others. As we age, one of the most profound gifts that come with time is the freedom to live life on our own terms. For much of our lives, we are conditioned by the opinions of others. From a young age, we're told how we should look, what choices we should make, and what lifestyle we should follow. We constantly seek validation, worried about how others perceive us. Whether it's about our appearance, the career choices we've made, or even the way we spend our time, we often live with the weight of societal expectations and approval. But as we enter the later stages of life, a powerful shift happens. We begin to realize that the opinions of others hold much less weight than we once thought. We have lived through decades of external influences, and now it's time to ask, who am I really living for? It's liberating to reach a point where you no longer feel the pressure to please others or fit into a mold that doesn't align with who you truly are. At this stage, you've earned the right to live for yourself. You have the freedom to make choices based on your values, your comfort, and what genuinely makes you happy. You can wear what feels right, whether it's your favorite cozy sweater or something a little more adventurous. You can engage in activities that bring you joy, without worrying about what others might think. The need for approval fades, and what becomes important is how you feel about your own choices. No longer shackled by external validation, you can embrace your freedom to be unapologetically yourself. This is your life, and you deserve to live it authentically. The only opinion that matters now is your own. So, stop waiting for someone else's approval to live fully. Make decisions that honor your inner self and reflect the values you've accumulated over a lifetime of wisdom. The power of letting go, releasing control over the future. As we grow older, one of the greatest challenges many of us face is learning to let go not just of material things, but of the mental and emotional need to control the future. For much of our lives, we've been planners. We set goals, made strategic moves, and prepared for what's next. We saved for retirement, planned for our family's futures, and worked hard to ensure that everything was in place. But as we age, we begin to realize something critical: life rarely unfolds according to the neatly laid plans we've spent years crafting. And that's okay. The act of letting go, of surrendering control over what is yet to come, can be incredibly liberating. It's not about giving up on your hopes or resigning to fate. Rather, it's about accepting that we can't control every aspect of our future. Life is unpredictable. It throws curveballs, whether it's a health issue, a financial change, or an unexpected challenge, and that's part of the beauty of being human. Instead of clinging to rigid expectations, embracing the uncertainty of life allows us to let go of stress and opens us up to new possibilities. Ask yourself, what can I enjoy today? What can I do right now to bring more peace into my life? Focusing on the present moment allows you to find joy in the here and now. It doesn't mean you stop planning or being intentional, but it does mean that you stop obsessing over the future in a way that steals your joy today. You have the freedom to release the anxiety of what comes next and instead, focus on what you can control: the way you show up for yourself, for others, and for the world around you, today. By letting go of the need to control everything, you give yourself the gift of peace and open the door to unexpected joys. You realize that, while the future is uncertain, the present is where real happiness is found. Embracing gratitude, the path to lasting happiness. As we age, it's easy to fall into the trap of focusing on what we've lost. Perhaps it's our youth, our energy, our physical abilities, or even loved ones who are no longer with us. Aging can be difficult, and it's natural to mourn these losses. But true happiness, especially in our later years, comes from shifting our focus away from what's missing and toward what we still have. That shift is found in the practice of gratitude. Gratitude is more than just a feel-good emotion, it's a powerful practice that has the ability to transform the way we experience life. When we take the time to reflect on what we're thankful for, no matter how small, we start to change our perspective. Instead of focusing on what we no longer have, we begin to notice the beauty in what remains. Every day offers moments of gratitude that might seem small but have a profound impact. The warmth of the morning sun on your skin. The laughter of children or grandchildren. The simple pleasure of enjoying a peaceful cup of tea or coffee. These moments may seem trivial in the hustle and bustle of life, but they are the essence of living fully. Gratitude doesn't ignore the difficulties of aging, it acknowledges them, but it also celebrates the countless blessings that continue to enrich our lives. Take time every day to reflect on what you are thankful for. Start small: a soft breeze, a phone call from a friend, a peaceful moment spent in nature. Gratitude invites you to focus on the abundance that already exists in your life. And when you shift your mindset in this way, you begin to notice more joy, more peace, and more contentment in the world around you. True happiness, as we age, is not about what we've lost, it's about what remains and how deeply we appreciate it. By cultivating a daily practice of gratitude, we not only enrich our lives, but we also unlock a lasting sense of fulfillment that cannot be bought, but is found in every small, meaningful moment. Finding purpose in the everyday, meaning beyond accomplishments. In our younger years, purpose often seemed tied to big achievements, career success, raising a family, building a home, reaching milestones. For many, our worth was defined by what we did and what we accomplished. But at this stage of life, purpose takes on a new form. It no longer needs to be tied to external accomplishments or societal recognition. Purpose can be found in the everyday moments of connection, kindness, and contribution. For so many of us, the idea of purpose shifts. It's not about doing more, achieving more, or constantly striving for something bigger. It's about embracing the richness of the life we've already built and the people we hold dear. Purpose can be found in the small, yet profoundly meaningful, actions we take each day. It's in the conversations we have with loved ones, the wisdom we share with younger generations, the kindness we offer to strangers, and the love we give to those around us. Purpose also shows up in the activities we do to nurture our spirits. Whether it's taking up a new hobby, learning a new skill, volunteering, or simply enjoying a hobby long forgotten, purpose in later life is less about grand accomplishments and more about living in a way that feels fulfilling. Gardening, painting, or spending time with a pet, these simple activities infuse life with meaning and remind us that fulfillment is found in the journey, not the destination. At this stage in life, purpose is about being present. It's about being fully engaged with the life you've built, the people who matter most, and the everyday actions that bring joy and connection. It's not about chasing anything, it's about appreciating the beauty of being here, now. By living with intention and staying true to your values, you will find that purpose is not something to chase, but something to embrace in each moment. As you've seen, this stage of life is not about chasing after more, it's about embracing less. It's about shedding the weight of external expectations, embracing the simple joys, and finding purpose in the small, everyday moments that truly matter. You've lived a life full of experiences, and now it's time to focus on living for yourself, choosing what brings you happiness, peace, and fulfillment. I hope this video has inspired you to reconsider how you spend your time and energy moving forward. Remember, your life is yours to shape, and the best part is, you're free to live it on your own terms. Don't wait for the perfect moment to start making these changes, take action now. If you found this video helpful and it resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who might benefit, and leave a comment below letting me know how you plan to embrace this new chapter. I'd love to hear your thoughts and the steps you're taking to live more intentionally. And, of course, Don't forget to subscribe for more videos that explore meaningful ways to navigate life's later chapters with purpose and joy. Thank you so much for watching. Your time is precious, and I'm grateful that you've chosen to spend some of it here. Remember, this is your journey, and it's never too late to start living the life you truly deserve. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.